I have a friend who is genuinely one of the best coaches I know. She gets leads, she nurtures them, people love being on her list, they love her content, and she gives them transformations all the time. But for the longest time, she was making $0, but not because she was bad at coaching and not because she had the wrong niche or she didn't have enough people listening to her. She was missing one piece. But when she found it, everything changed for her. She started getting clients. They started paying her. She started seeing the results she wanted in her business. Today, I'm going to show you how to figure out which piece you are missing because I promise you, it's probably not what you think. Hey friends, I'm Bonnie Wiscombe, a business coach for coaches and experts who are trying to build an online business that actually makes money without burning out or overcomplicating things and having crazy, insane systems. And if you've been working hard on your business, posting content, showing up, trying to do all the things and still not seeing the income you expected, this video is hopefully going to be a light bulb moment for you. So let's get into it. Here's the thing that nobody tells you when you get into a coaching business. You can be doing a lot of things right and still not make money. It happens to all of us. It's so confusing and frankly demoralizing when you're spending hours and hours away from your family and the other things you want to be doing to build a business that doesn't seem to gain any traction. You might be thinking, okay, I'm posting, I'm showing up, I have a website, I have an offer. Why is no one buying? And most coaches, when this happens, come to one of three conclusions. They think my niche is wrong. They think I need more followers, I need to post more. Or they think something must be wrong with me. Maybe I'm a bad coach, maybe I'm not actually helping people. But I want to tell you right now, in most cases, none of those things are true. Sometimes we tweak the niche a little bit when I work with people. Sometimes they do need to get a little bit more people coming into their world. But most of the time, what is happening is a structural issue. The business is missing a part of the system, right? Every business is a system that brings people in and pulls them into the place where they're ready to spend money with you. If any piece is missing in that system or the system isn't connected, then people fall through the cracks and you don't actually make the money you want. So here is what that system looks like, you guys. It took me years to figure this out. And so I want everyone to know this deeply within their core, okay? Three things and three things only. Number one, you need a lead engine, a way for new people to find you and get into your world, okay? Number two, a nurture system, a way to build trust with those people over time. And number three, a sales path, a very clear, intentional way to turn interested people into paying clients. Okay, get leads, nurture those leads, sell to those leads. Just those three things, that's it. When all three of these things are working well and connected, you have what I call a customer journey. Something that people naturally flow through. You don't have to manually yank them through. You don't have to sell like a used car salesman. They're naturally ready to buy if the customer journey works well. But most coaches I've seen have one or two of these pieces, and some of them have none, and they don't even realize it. That's what we're going to fix today. Okay, so let's come back to my friend that I was telling you about at the beginning. She had a lead engine that was working well. She had a lead magnet, a freebie she was giving away. People loved it. She was using Instagram to find these people. They were finding her, getting on her list, following her content. Her nurture system was these great emails she sent out every week. They were real, they were personal. She talked about her own transformation and her own weaknesses. People loved them and they really liked her. But she didn't really have a sales path, right? So she had those first two steps. She had the lead engine, she had the nurture system, no sales path. So those people who liked her and trusted her weren't actually paying her any money. She would mention her offer here and there, but frankly, when I talked to her about it, she was like, it makes me a little nervous to talk about it. So she just didn't. In fact, nowhere on her Instagram page did she even mention that she was a coach who took clients. What she actually needed was a clear, intentional process of helping people decide to buy with her. She wasn't doing any of that. And I get it, because for so many of us, selling is the piece that we're uncomfortable with. Lots of people love to post on Instagram and write emails, but so many of us avoid that selling part. It feels pushy or awkward or icky, so we just avoid it, thinking, well, we're helping people and eventually someone's going to buy. No, they won't. We have to put them through the path and give them the right directions to get where we want them to go. So here's the most important thing. Not having a sales path is not just a little oversight. It is actually doing your potential clients a huge disservice. They like you, they trust you, they want what you are offering. They need to be led somewhere. They need to be sold to. They need to be offered your help for the price that they're willing to pay. I know we've all been in someone's customer journey and thought, gosh, I want what this person has. But if the person never sold to you, you would go somewhere else for that. That's what we're trying to avoid. So my friend created a challenge. It was simple, it was short, it walked people through the transformation she was giving them. And at the end, it naturally invited people into her paid offer. That was the sales path. And guess what? It worked. People loved it. People got great free help. And then at the end, she sold people into her paid coaching program. So the moral of the story is, don't go build a challenge necessarily. The moral is, we all have a system we avoid. Is it the lead engine or the nurture system or the sales path or maybe a combination? Every one of us has a place in our business that feels uncomfortable, and that avoidance is the thing standing between us right now and the real income that we're trying to make. Okay, so let's break it down a little bit more detailed. The 4 spots, I mentioned 3, but I've got a surprise one for you at the end. There's 4 spots that you can actually be avoiding and keep yourself from making income, and more importantly, from changing people's lives. So first one I mentioned, no lead engine, right? This is where we don't have a clear, consistent way for new people to enter our world. All right. And preferably an automatic one that you don't have to be hustling to pull people in with all the time. Maybe you're posting on social media, but there's no next step. There's no way to get people on your email list from that. You don't have a reason for them to actually say, hey, here's my contact information. Please contact me more and offer me something. And social media is great, but frankly, in my opinion, it's not a lead engine on its own unless you are very, very strategic and you regularly have lots of new people coming to find you. Instead, you need something that takes you from, oh my gosh, I just found this girl, to I'm on her list now, all right? Email list is key. If people are not giving you their contact information, it's not a lead engine, all right? Now, if you do have something, maybe you have a freebie that you offer on TikTok or Instagram or something, and you use an automated system like ManyChat where you say, type the word coaching to learn more about my coaching program or to get this freebie, then great, that's a lead engine. But again, people need to be regularly, consistently coming on your email list. If your email list is not growing, your lead engine is dead. Number 2, nurture system. So this one is for those of you who may even have a list, but don't really email it, or you have followers, but you don't really build a relationship with them. People do not buy from strangers unless we're talking small ticket items. I think a lot of people are willing to jump into an offer that's under $100 from someone they've never met. But you're talking high ticket coaching, what a lot of people are charging, hundreds and hundreds or thousands of dollars, there's no way someone's going to spend that with you unless they know, like, and trust you. That's why that nurture system is so critical. And trust takes time, you guys. It takes time. It takes repetition. They have to know your reputation and know who you are and get to the point where they want to work with you. So a nurture system is how you build that trust on a large scale, usually through email. But frankly, I also recommend having a long form content that you put out, maybe YouTube, maybe a podcast, maybe you write articles, all right? This is where we're having ongoing conversations with our audience and giving them little answers to their questions so that they know that we are the kind of person that can help them. So if people are finding you and they're getting on your email list, but you're not building relationships, they're not reacting to your content, you're not getting a lot of feedback, this is probably what's broken. All right, number 3, that sales path. Remember, so many of us avoid it. This was my friend's story, right? This is also the blind spot that most coaches avoid the longest because it actually requires selling. But again, my friends, selling is simply offering someone help in exchange for money. It is not sleazy. It is not icky, but our brains like to tell us that it is. It is just a clear, intentional journey that helps someone go from, oh, this is cool, I'm interested, to I am ready to exchange money for the value that you have. This could be a challenge, like my friend. It could be a webinar or a masterclass. It could be a discovery call, right? Like, let's get on a call together and let me hear your problems. Let me tell you about my program and see if we'd be a good fit. It could just be a sales page, but people actually have to be going to it regularly. There has to be something where people can exchange money for your services. Without this sales page, people are warm and they may be even ready to buy, but they never do because you never actually make the offer. And what a shame that they wouldn't get the transformation you're offering and you wouldn't get the money and the opportunity to help because you never offered it. We don't want that for our businesses. All right, are you ready for the 4th and kind of secret missing step that some of us have? It's disconnected systems. So those first 3 systems actually have to talk to each other. The leads coming in have to then be funneled into the way that you nurture them, which has to be funneled into the sales path. If any of those is broken, then this is your problem, that disconnected system. This one is actually kind of sneaky because you could say, no, I have leads coming in and I nurture them and I have a sales path. But if they don't talk to each other, then people fall through the cracks. The customer journey has to flow. I like to talk about it like a moving sidewalk. They take one step on and the next thing they know, they're at the end of the hallway and you're offering something and they're going, yes, that sounds amazing, right? Is it a natural progression? One thing I heard a business coach say recently is that every point in your customer journey has to give them a tiny solution and then make them realize they have a problem that the next step will resolve, right? For example, they're on Instagram and all of a sudden they see your healthy eating account that says, hey, download my freebie here. It's 5 free ideas for quick, easy lunches to make for yourself under 500 calories. Great. So you download it. Well, now the problem is, oh, but I don't really have time to prep these things. Maybe the next thing that comes at them in your email list is, let me show you a YouTube video where I'm going to show you my meal prep procedure and you can follow along. And then the next step is, oh, do you need even more help? Well, get on a call with me. Let me just explain to you how I help my clients who are so busy and so overwhelmed and have no time to eat healthy. You see how each step kind of builds on the previous one. It's a natural, normal flow. It's almost like a relay, right? Each piece hands the baton to the next one naturally, and the people follow along. The cool thing about diagnosing where you have holes in your business is that you can determine where people are falling through the cracks based on what is actually happening. Is your email list growing? Great, number one is working. Are people responding to your content and telling you that it helped them? Then number two is probably working. Are they actually buying? Then number three is probably working, right? You can kind of diagnose that way. So now that you know that, this is what I need you to do right now. Be honest with yourself about which one of these is your weakest link. Not which one you enjoy the most or which one you feel the most confident about, but which one have you been avoiding and which one makes you just a little bit uncomfortable thinking about it? Because that is probably your blind spot, the spot where you're just kind of pushing it to the back, not thinking about it, but it's costing you clients and it's costing your potential clients a transformation and a changed life. If you want a fast, super clear answer about what your blind spot is, I created a free quiz. It's called the Business Blind Spot Quiz. It takes about 2 minutes to do. The link is in the description, so grab it. But at the end, it will tell you exactly which of these 4 spots is your weak spot, and it'll tell you what your business is missing and what to do about it, how to fix it. Because here's the thing that I want for you right now. I want you to understand that your business is not failing. You're so close. I guarantee it. You're not bad at this. You're not in the wrong niche. Your business is just missing a piece, or maybe 2, maybe 1.5. That's a completely solvable problem. If you're having panic attacks sometimes thinking, I'll never be good at this, I'll never make money at this, calm down, go take the quiz, figure out what you're missing, and then just build it. And you're on your way to the success you're looking for. Okay, so if this sounds interesting, go take the quiz. Like I said, it takes 2 minutes. It's totally free. Link is right below in the description. If you know another coach who needs to hear this or who is feeling a little bit overwhelmed about the success he or she is not seeing in their business, send this video to them or the link to the quiz. It might be exactly what they need today to feel better about their business and know that success is right around the corner. I'll see you in the next one, my friends. Take care.